What's up, everybody? This is Edward back with another struggle stream, contacting y'all from outer space. Cause that's how this motherfucker looks like. This shit looks like I'm fucking, talking to you from the moon and shit. But it is what it is. We're gonna make it. There's a couple of things. I actually just got done listening to Grinch's video. Shout out to Grinch. Grinch is one of them niggas that he could probably get. You know how you had them niggas that they do. This is actually the most grimiest thing you could do, but it is funny. Is when you do a diss record on, like, you know how you do a feature with somebody, or maybe you do a feature and it's a couple of different people, like 3 different people or something. But this real grimy wins a feature, and then you diss somebody on the you diss somebody on their song as a feature. I've seen that a couple of times, and that shit to me is legendary. It really is. I think Ludacris did it once. I think Nicki Minaj did it once, and that shit is so funny when I see that, because you be like, God damn, because shit get radio plays, spins, when shit gets in motion, that shit don't stop. You can't stop it. It's fast. It's like a ship. You can't stop certain things once it gets in motion. Or at least it takes a second to stop it. Like, sometimes icebergs are gonna be hit. Or in that Coastal Concordia shit, you about to run aground. Now, you may be able to fix the shit, but you gonna run aground, so damage will be done. My point to saying that is not to say Grinch is grimy. I don't know Grinch enough to say that. What I'm saying is that I share Grinch is like on my pretty much automatic share list, where I don't even look at the video and just share it. Because quite frankly, more of y'all motherfuckers should be subscribed to him. Because he says a lot of what I say, but it's slight disagreements. When I say disagreements, he ain't repeating what I'm saying. Obviously, he's his own person. But he says it in a way that I know a lot of you niggas need to hear it, that y'all may not hear it from me. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's shit where I've talked to family members, and there's just certain shit where I'm like, okay, I know you not gonna hear it from me. You need to hear it from this person. Because it don't matter if I say 1 + 1 is 2, you gonna say it's 8 because you want to be on one. So fuck it. You talk to your favorite nephew or whatever bullshit. That's how I say. I may not tell them that, but I say it in my head, like, you need to talk to this person and tell them this. And they already know, because they already agree. And it's kind of like one of those situations where how y'all niggas register information. And that just is what it is. And I unblocked the Shannon and low key. I unblocked. I think they unsubscribed because I saw my shit dip. It is what, as far as 2, it is what it is. If they want to say me, if I'm a pussy ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, faggot ass nigga, I've been saying the F-bomb a lot, to them. I could understand, because I feel some type of way if somebody blocked me too. But I thought about it. I said, you know what? It really looked bad what Shannon said in my notification. I really liked your channel and da-da-da-da. And it was like 6 hours before I actually did what I did. And I'm not going to apologize for what I did. I unblocked, it's something like Shanisu or something. For you, I unblocked you too. Rest of y'all motherfuckers, there's 50 motherfuckers on there. Y'all staying on there for life, because all of y'all are bullshit. But I mean everything I fucking said. But when I'm on one, I'm on one. And it ain't no, motherfuckers talk about they in an out of body experience. I'm not. I'm just not playing. Shit is weapons free. And some of y'all gotta have situational awareness to realize when a nigga is not playing with you. And I was in the Discord. I'm like a nigga that's like an absentee dad in that Discord. And then when I went in that Discord, I just basically started cussing it. It's like I was not on alcohol. It was like, I just want, I was typing, doing all this speed shit, all that. And shit went down in there. And that's as far as I'm going to say, because I'm not even going back and forth with the bullshit. I'm not. I will say, to the extent that I was talking to the guys in there, and y'all know who y'all are. Like I said, y'all ain't mad. And I want to say this, and this is why I bring in Grinch up. There are things that I have heard that I have not seen, and I'm not on this shit where I gotta see shit to believe shit. Cause see shit, I'm not one of that. Cause that's, some people use that as a cop out. But y'all gotta realize, like, with certain situations, like some of the original Ken and Ryu, Goku, Vegeta, but never been friends, Shao Kahn and Liu Kang, y'all can, original Luke, Darth Vader, y'all can read into that with y'all, Yoda and Insidious, y'all can read into that with y'all want to read into that original shit. I personally said, I'm not in it. That's what I said. And I didn't. That had nothing to do with subscriber count. I know because Grinch, one thing he said about subscriber supremacy, and I don't listen to Ty City like that. And the truth is, I don't listen to a lot of people like that. That has nothing to do with me. That's not a diss. That just is what it is. There's a couple of people and I mean a couple of people that I really should be listening to more that I don't. But it's only so much YouTube that a nigga with a life can do. And I remember I was attacked for saying I'm not in it. Because at the end of the day, I was in BGS's camp. And it was kind of, it was a certain camp. I was in the Ibmore camp. I was like, yo, I'm not playing this game because I've said certain things to certain people as far as how I don't certain things, and I left it alone. And really, one of the reasons why I kind of landed where I ended up landing is I was basically attacked. Now, when I say attacked, niggas tried to put heat on me, tried to pressure me, and I'm like, I'm not doing shit because you ain't pressured, because somebody telling me to do something. Especially if I know it ain't in my best interest. And so I had like an issue with that rather than people kind of respecting my decision on it. And some people will play that read the tea leaves bullshit. Y'all should know with the Glendon shit, I don't do that. If I haven't proved anything with y'all with that, that's a proof that I don't give a fuck about reading no tea leaves. I don't. But at the same time, if I don't have a problem with somebody, it takes a lot for me to basically jump on somebody because of what somebody did, especially when motherfuckers are going at it straight up. And I'm not going to go into details on it because that's just going to make people play I'm putting their name in their mouths, and then people are going to do the bitch shit y'all do, which is gaslight people. I'm not doing that. Anybody that knows what I'm talking about and was there back then, you know enough to know what I'm saying, and whether you agree with it or not, you know enough to understand the context to make a decision. The rest of y'all, it ain't for you because you weren't there. And I say that to say this. A lot of this, I was very dismissive on some of the residual, I don't want to say this in a way that says like somebody, the anger. I'm going to say it that way. The residual anger. I'm not because I'm not trying to make it seem like niggas are hurt or niggas are bitter. I'm not doing that because that's not what I'm trying to communicate. The anger. So y'all could call that righteous. That's really what how y'all come across with it. Righteous anger. That it's like, towards certain people because of what was done, I guess, to certain people. Now, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you evidence has never been shown to me of that. I'm not going to do that because then y'all going to be mad, and I'm not doing that. And if we way past that. But that's why I land where and by the way, this has nothing to do with nothing nobody told me and nothing nobody explained to me. No, really, I'm listening to Grinch and listening to how Grinch, and this is not the first time he said it, but how he's explaining it. And he was kind of, because I listened a little bit of Game Changer, but I didn't listen to what Game Changer said as far as what Grinch was talking about, but I only listened to like maybe 10 minutes of it. So I probably didn't catch it. And him explaining it. And I get it. I get why certain people would be mad, especially people that were there. Because I hear this from a lot of people, a couple of people that I respect. And they may say it, like they may not say it as openly, but you can tell when certain names are mentioned, things get alluded to that you only know if you were kind of there and you kind of know what they're kind of alluding to. Otherwise, it would go over your head because you wouldn't know. And now that ain't you niggas I was talking about in the fucking Discord. That ain't you niggas. Because y'all are too new and y'all weren't there back then. So most of the motherfuckers that's really making the most noise and are not content creators, y'all weren't there back then. Because I know who it was. It's only a couple of y'all that were really there back then that y'all would have kind of the reason to be that mad at certain people over certain shit. The rest of y'all just fuck with certain people because y'all identify with certain people. Y'all see yourselves in certain people. And the thing about it that I've always couldn't stand, I am really not I've always said this, there's a difference between a street dude and a Pookie and a Ray Ray. A Pookie and Ray Ray, to me, is a non-productive black man. You can be a street dude and be a productive black man. Being a street dude is more insinuate of the environment you come from. Being a Pookie and Ray Ray has more to do about your ability where you rank in the gynocracy. It's kind of like Cuba Gooding Jr. in fucking God, I'm forgetting the movie. You know that movie. But what you call it, get shot. Ice Cube was in there. I can't believe I'm blanking on it. That's some square shit on me, right? I gotta be a square to be blanking on that shit, right? Whatever. I'll wear that. But you know what I'm saying. Boys in the Hood. And no, I didn't look at the chat. Boys in the Hood. Technically, Cuba Gooding Jr. He was born in the street. He was born in that same environment. It's just because he had a dad or a better situation. Because technically, Ice Cube's brother was like he wasn't in a bad situation. It's just a route they chose. Now, I'm not even saying Ice Cube, like you can say he's the Pookie right way to the butt, but you get what I'm saying. So, I've never had this thing where I know dudes that are street. I've always been cool with dudes that are street dudes. And I've always been cool with dudes that are squares. I'm not going to say I'm a hybrid. I'm more of a square than not. But at the same time, I wasn't born in that. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I was born in the hood and I had to struggle, blah, blah. Look, nigga, all my brothers got different daddies, got different fathers. I'm sure my brothers got siblings. My brothers do have siblings they've never met. My youngest brother, I know, has siblings he's never ever met. And I'm sure I got siblings I never ever met. So my point is, I'm not removed from that shit. I've been to, I don't need to give no fucking stories so you understand. Because personally, I don't give a fuck. Honestly. I don't. You either believe it or you don't. If you don't, whatever. Why are you still listening? Whatever. But I've never, ever liked this thing when niggas want to play the this versus that bullshit, and that's that gynocentric. It is that gynocentric bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all can say I'm picking sides. I personally think that street dudes to do that shit more than squares do. Because street dudes are more vaginally driven. And when I say that, what I mean is they're the ones that are more in tune with the pussy. The pussy is all that matters bullshit. They're more likely to do that. So they're the ones that's more likely to really lean on that. You see, a lot of times, motherfuckers, in the hood, whatever, however you want to identify it, will sit there and say, well, we do what we do because you niggas do this. No, that's bullshit. Because that's not the gravity of the black community. Now, if you over 40, I might let you ride with that. If you under 40, I'm not letting you ride with that. If you under 35, I'm damn sure not letting you ride with that. Because that means you're my age, and that means you are when the transitions flipped. You came up as the aftermath of the transition flipping. You don't know when the shit was square shit, and like the shit BGS say. When BGS say the shit flipped because hood niggas had money in their pocket. You don't know a time before that. You don't. So when people sit there and try to talk about, they're victims, you got to be really, I'd say 44, 45 and up to maybe pull that off with me, and then I may let you have that. But you don't get. It's just like how motherfuckers from 80s, a certain age, when they came here in the 80s, they caught the business as far as being dark, being this, being that, and then they got this residual anger over it. But then you got new folks. So anyway, my point is, I get that, and I wanted to acknowledge that. But that ain't. But see, that ain't really the origin of this shit and why this shit is happening now. It really isn't. What's really going on now I'm about to transition to what BGS said, and this ain't gonna be forever in a day, is because I've been getting at it even offline. Motherfuckers have been tripping. Shit that I told people to do over and over and over and over, and did that friendly reminders over and over, and they do some bullshit, and then I cuss them out, and now they want to get mad. They want to get mad at me because they know, rather than just saying, my bad, I fucked up. No, they want to act like they don't know they fucked up. And it's going to cost me like 3 months on something that we both been working together. It ain't got nothing to do with this. It's other shit. But anyway, this is where I go into what BGS said. And the truth is, everything I'm hearing, because it was in my Discord, and to be fair, it was only like 1 or 2 people, really one, Smurgo, so I'm going to be fair. I ain't going to try to make it like it was a whole bunch of people in my Discord, because it wasn't. Most people are being balanced about it. But the thing about it is, it's very clear that certain people are biased. They're pro, they're anti-square, they're pro this. And it really don't matter, that's just how they land. And so they're gonna have a problem if they feel like certain people are being represented in others. That's really what that's one part of it that nobody wants to really say. It's about being seen. And then the other part, which is probably more important, is the money aspect of it. But see, that depends if you're a content creator. That doesn't really address the audience. And that's what I was talking about, because the audience is helpful and driving a lot of this shit. This is right. All of y'all are always talking about the manosphere gonna die, it's gonna be what it is. And there's certain people, some of y'all got some valid points, which is why I bring up Grinch. Grinch agree with a lot of shit Ty City says. But because I know Grinch has been here, and you can tell it in the context of how he presents it, you can tell he understands the whole perspective. And not some, I'm a new nigga, and I want to sit there and try to tell motherfuckers that's been here when there wasn't no money involved or nothing involved what to do. And I'm not trying to say you can't have an opinion if you're newer. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, your folks got to understand that certain people already want to believe a narrative anyway. How things are presented is important because context matters. And do I have all the context? No. Which is why I acknowledge that situation y'all are talking about, and why I wasn't even over there in all that shit. So I'm not gonna be dismissive on the residual anger y'all have, the concussive effect of that shit. That Sunni Shia shit y'all got going on. Not Sunni Shia. That USSR, that Russia, Soviet Union, Cold War shit. I'm not gonna completely be dismissive of that. Unless I know you niggas weren't there. And this is why I typically kind of don't, be as, forceful on certain things. But the truth is, BGS is right by saying a lot of y'all have this. See, the problem is a lot of y'all had this thing where it's because there's multiple moving parts. Because you got people that's been here and their stuff. Some of it's bullshit. Some of it's legit. And then you got new people where I say a lot of they shit is bullshit. Because they don't really have a perspective. And I'm talking about audience members as well as content creators. And yes, I know Ramil has been here for longer than his last stint. So I'm not really talking to Ramil about Ramil about this. But what I am saying is, because I listened to O'Shea shit, his recent thing, and he didn't know I was listening to his past stuff that he did on this. But because he was trying to say, well, Edward, I need to explain this, that, and the third. As far as he left, and I was like, I've always been sub to you, so I didn't really see it that way, because the manosphere to me is who I'm sub to. And then I know obviously there's other people there as well that I may deal with and talk to. But the truth is, the channels I go to, I engage in, so I don't have this thing where if y'all doing the nigga shit over there I call it to the left of Jessica X, because that's the shit where you start getting into all of this bullshit, with potentially, you know the names, all the shit that they was in there when Game Changer was getting fucked up. They were trying to, take him out on that bullshit. That shit. I purposely stay away from that shit. And I say it's to the left of Jessica X because I'm not going no further than her on that. I consider her and Fantastic my firewall on that shit. Meaning they may come over to her shit or Fantastic shit and I may meet them there, but I'm not going over there with that nigga shit. And sometimes I may peek over there with a couple of dudes, and maybe share them if the channel hits my algorithm or something. But I'm not playing with y'all with that crazy shit, that fraudulent shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'd rather sit in the quiet spaces. Artie Igmore, Roger Report, Art New Style. And yeah, I may be one of the louder ones over there. I'm sure Mike V would think so, especially when we talk about politics. But I'm not going over there playing with y'all. Some of y'all. I'm not. And so there's firewalls in my mind. Some people I'm sub to their firewall, some people I'm not. But just because I'm not sub to somebody doesn't mean that I'm not liable to go over there every once in a while, depending on what the topic is. Depending on if they able to get like a micro sheet or something, I want to hear what the nigga got to say. I mean, that is what that is, right? Yeah, I know. I decided to roll with the like that. That's something. That's something that is uniquely me. So you know who's talking. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Hold on one second. Yeah. Woo. So the thing about it is, there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of moving parts with this. And I'm a very big fan of timelines. Grinch mentioned timelines, and I do believe timelines. And so at least you know where people stand. As far as what they're actually saying, and then but it is what it is. Like Grinch said, a lot of people don't really care about that. They really don't. A lot of people, because at the end of the day, what are you really gonna do? Like, what are you really gonna do at this point? The cards have kind of the deck has kind of been reshuffled, right? And that is what that is. But make no mistake, but I wasn't there with what y'all were talking about, and I'm not, cause see, and the truth is, I really don't want to open that door up, cause one thing is, people want to act like, I will say this. You may be able to prove and show certain people were more wrong than others, but y'all not gonna make me see. Y'all not gonna tell me that if them motherfuckers were like fucking virgins that just got took out, or they were, or motherfuckers were just they were just like, when I say victimized, I mean like a war wasn't fought. Okay, and Grinch said that, and I like how he framed that. I'm not gonna say, he said he wasn't gonna say a war wasn't fought, but lines were crossed. Fine, I may give you that, even though like I said, when I say I wasn't there, I wasn't on that side. I was right, BG. I was away from that bush. I stuck out of it because I wasn't jumping into that shit. Because at the time, what people forget is a lot of people were beefing at that point. There were certain people that were going. It was a lot more hot wars than others, but a lot of people were going at it. A lot of people that fuck with each other on off. And like, shit, you had motherfuckers on the same Negro Manosphere going off on each other. It was a lot of different shit going on. So I don't know what was serious and what wasn't, to be honest. So I was like, I'm not getting into this shit. And then motherfuckers are like, no. Y'all do that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's even the people that are, let's say, at my level. Like niggas like Big J Triple X, or niggas that City of Truth, or niggas that try to come at me. I'm like, yo, I'm not playing this back and forth game with you. I may do one video, two video. I'm not doing that. Or Taz, or all that. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not, because this isn't intellect. Now, I'm not saying what they were doing was intellectual. I wasn't saying what they were doing serious. But the shit the motherfucker trying to bring to me, this ain't serious. This is goofy shit. And I'm not doing that. See, Boogie, I'm not doing that. Because I know what the fuck I'm saying. Y'all are trying to play some WWF bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not. So I said, look, I'm going to stick to what my thing is. It is what it is. I'm not playing the hip-hop beef shit. I'm not. Niggas want to act that shit out. Because I knew this shit had real consequences. But anyway, I wanted to acknowledge that. But I really did. But going to BGS, but Grinch in particular, is because Grinch is trying to say, for lack of a better term, let's say he's like Boba Fett. He got allies sometimes, but generally it's it's what it is, and then it's shift around him, and that ain't his problem. This circle, so we'll say he's like Boba Fett. I think that's a good thing to say. It's not like it kind of communicates my point. Anyway, going back to BGS is correct. And this thing, when it comes to the women, like I said before, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm much more, Grinch is a little bit more harsh on Kendra than I am, but he may know some stuff I don't know. I'm going on what the content is. Now, I can eat the meat and spit out the bones. I mean, I can hear a value system and say, that's a good way to explain it to these niggas without falling in love with the magic of shit. like a lot of niggas do. And that's really what that is. I know how to not do that. A lot of motherfuckers don't. And so I can absorb things. I can like engage in things that a lot of y'all really, it's like certain Jedi Sith texts that really a lot of y'all can't engage with because y'all just don't know how to deal with it. I can. So I don't have this same kind of thing when it comes to listening to certain women that y'all do. Because I can know I don't sit there and fall in love with these chicks like some of y'all be doing. And a lot of y'all are as mad as y'all are, or y'all respond to the content creators saying what they say because y'all know y'all that one blowjob away, like I said on another video. Y'all are that one blowjob away nigga, and y'all hate yourself for it, so y'all project that shit out. And so y'all see is motherfuckers attacking y'all if shit shifts a certain type of way. And BGS said it with that incubator shit. And Grinch has said it in a different way. Where he said it like a week ago. Where he said you all have to fucking learn how to y'all are gonna have to learn how to fucking this can't be no hand holding shit no more. Y'all are gonna have to use y'all critical thinking caps and really absorb the information in a variety of contexts that it's coming in, and then make that shit work for you. Too many of y'all are leaning on ideologies, and y'all are treating ideologies like fucking, y'all not treating them like plays for you to run. You're treating, which depending on the circumstance, dictates the play you use. You all are treating them like a sports team that's your favorite sports team, no matter how fucking trash it is. You a New York Knicks fan. I'm not saying you should be a bandwagon person, but what I'm saying is you got to know how to run plays, call audibles, work the plays being run, because that's what the real world is. That's what it is. And the real world is really unforgiving if you meet that side of it. Luckily, a lot of us has been shielded from that. But those of y'all that know. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know the ugliest side of life. I don't. But I know enough to understand that and not wanna play that game too. See, a lot of y'all wanna have the fucking, you know, maybe some of y'all that's my age ain't trying to do that, but some of y'all want to have that, like, that street, you know, struggle under your belt. Because y'all think that shit is cool. My youngest brother is like that. You know, or he still kind of is like that. Now, he is 25. I don't know what happened. And I don't care because, quite frankly, you know, I didn't sit here. I stopped making, you know, I didn't want to make it. If people wanted to follow what he was saying, whether I think it's bullshit or not, you know, I'm talking about, you know, the person's being said in the chat, and that's not Grinch. I'm like, let him follow him. I mean, he ain't got up to more subs than I did. I'm not here to tell y'all niggas who to listen to. That's why I can say so forceful about Jessica X, because I apply the same thing to dudes. I wasn't out here telling motherfuckers who not to listen to. I don't do that, which is probably why I don't get the same kind of, people don't like me, but I don't get people really going after me like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm a, you know, that's between you and the platform. Now, I know the accusations of bigger folks that don't do that. So I'm not acting like I don't know. Or what y'all have said. But, yeah. The thing about it is, there's a lot of things under all of this shit that people want to act like, and it's act like ain't there. So everything is being said, oh, it's because it's women in this space and all this other bullshit. It ain't that many women in this. It ain't. That's how I know that shit's bullshit. That's how I know that's bullshit. And people are mad about the direction and all that. Here's the truth. The truth is, no matter what y'all say about the manosphere is dead, the manosphere is this, the manosphere is that, it's gonna go. A lot of y'all are gonna get left the fuck behind. That's real. And some of y'all feel it. And I'm not acting like I can't be one of those niggas. I'm not saying that. But a lot of y'all feel it. And I'm gonna say something else. I pay attention to time. You know, I don't, you know, it ain't that I don't disagree with something. Even if I have a thing like it is what it is or whatever, I'm not gonna pretend somebody didn't say nothing. Let's talk about DJ Cuda for a second. it wasn't maybe like a year that DJ Cuda, fantastic, but fuck that, because that was on some other shit. So I'm talking about DJ Cuda was going around talking about the mics. You could argue it was annoying. My argument was it was how he said it. And then who he was and how he said it. Because that'd be different if that was a bigger YouTuber saying that. That'd be different if that was Angry Man saying that. Or if that was O'Shea saying that. Versus that's him saying that. Even Obsidian. It'd be different. But it's like a new nigga trying to tell motherfuckers what to do. And that's how it came off. Whether he meant to do that or not, let's assume he did it. It's still how it came off. And that's why people responded to people the way they did. You know, sometimes you gotta give dudes time to absorb some stuff. You just do. Right? And folks didn't really heed that. And I got equipment, you know. When I say I got equipment, I have it regardless of what he said. And even to this day, I don't use it. Like I got a snowball mic, I don't always use it. I got an arm. I need to actually move my desk in a certain way so I can have the backdrop that I want. So I can start consistently using that. That's not the point. But I understood the consequences of what I was doing. I understood. Like, I didn't say he was incorrect. Maybe shit came up quicker than I thought it would. I'm not going to front. But I didn't say he was incorrect, and that wouldn't be an eventuality. This is why when y'all kept on talking about camming up and all this bullshit, because he was really talking about mics, I was like, yo, I understand what you all are talking about. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's like y'all got this thing where y'all want to make it like a troll thing. And people ain't trying to hear that. Especially when a lot of people, the reason the mic shit is what it is because they're on their phone. It's not really that motherfucker, they're on their phone, like I'm on my phone, right? So anyway, but I want to acknowledge that because there's a YouTube channel, I forget what it's called, but it does this thing where it says like a video game and then like 5 years later, 2 years later, like GTA, 5 years later, 2 years later. Usually he does 2, sometimes he'll do 1. And a lot of times when games launch, things are controversial. When movies launch, things are controversial. And then you go back to it and you have a little bit more of a respect for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have respect for what they were trying to do. You may be a little bit older. It's away from the hype a little bit. This is true for the Lex. It's true for a lot of things. This is true for, like, you know, if you say Citizens United, which passed in 2005, if you know, you know. If you don't, whatever. Same thing with gay marriage. 10 years later, the Affordable Care. You can do that with anything. Sometimes time has to pass for y'all to do stuff. And when you look back, Cuda was right. Now, like I said, the problem wasn't what he was saying. The problem is how he approached really campaigning for it. Just like how somebody could have been right, like George H.W. Bush was right, but he ended up losing the election. You know, I'm talking about he ended up losing the primary and Ronald Reagan got the primary. If y'all don't know, in the 80s, it was really Reagan versus H.W. Bush. And Reagan got the primary. H.W. Bush, basically, because he was the experienced guy, he got the vice presidency. But Reagan and H.W. Bush really didn't like each other. They did it because Reagan was more of a rogue. Reagan was more of, I don't want to say like Trump, but he wanted to do his own thing. Except he was liked universally versus, H.W. Bush was a company man from a certain family. He was in his directed CIA. He was like, you know, not only he was deep state, as well as come from a certain family. So it was different shit. At least this is what history talks about. And nobody would say that H.W. Bush, obviously H.W. Bush did 4 years, and you know there's a stigma that comes along with that. So nobody's going to question who was the quote-unquote better president, but on paper, everything that H.W. Bush said about Reagan actually turned out to be true. About him not knowing how to fucking govern, about a lot of shit, about how a lot of shit, he was going to fuck a lot of shit up. He said that in the primaries. If you go watch it, he was damn near right. And we still deal with a lot of residual effects of what Reagan did. I'm not trying to say Reagan was the worst person in the world. I'm just saying. So just because you're right does not mean that you can win the people and win the day. And that actually, I can bridge that to a lot of different things. Now that I'm, as far as what I've been saying. So, and that's what we'll say that going forward. The manosphere, the manosphere, there was only a certain amount of edicts with the sphere. And what happens is y'all started leaning into other things and y'all wanted to make that like what these sounding principles supposed to be. And I'm going to keep it real with you. None of that actually matters. Like BGS said, the main thing is black men have an increasingly powerful voice. Now, we are very much aware the manosphere was not necessarily 100% supposed to be red pill. It just got like that because folks started to understand the gynocracy, even though they didn't call it that, and understood that if you want to have an independent voice, there's certain things that's going to be required. It just is. And so now where the disagreement is what is required. And the thing about it is, everybody has this thing, well, oh, y'all go, this is what it's gonna be about, the money and all of that. Cause y'all basically what y'all want to accuse people of saying, oh, but niggas just gonna go Derrick Jackson and go straight for the money and say, fuck you niggas, and throw the space under the bus. But what a lot of people don't know is a lot of your dating coaches, ain't none of your dating coaches that don't got no business plan or no monetization strategy. A lot of people you fuck with this big got monetization strategies. And so I look at it more from a socialpreneurship standpoint. I look at what O'Shea does from a socialpreneurship standpoint. Same thing with, I won't say exactly with Stephen Cole, but I think he's in alignment with what he thinks. Same thing with Tariq Nasheed. And I think the problem is because black men have a certain thing about money, it's like they don't see that. It's got to be like either one way or the other. And that's the same thing with Griffith talk about people doing shit outside of YouTube as well. Because you got people that are way too invested with YouTube. Y'all are going to have to accept that everybody's not going to have your own point of view. We've had people come in this space and go out of this space. Anthony Brian Logan used to be in this space. I won't say Brandon Tatum was, but Anthony Brian Logan was, and he does what he does. You had a lot of new possibilities. There's a lot of people that were in this space. Just because they're not in space don't mean they're on YouTube. Just because they're in YouTube don't mean you can have a conversation with them. The problem is with folks like that, you realize whether they're on the liberal side or the Republican side, I understood, like, this is what you on. I'm not on that. The end. And then you got new people like Fantastics coming in, it's kind of carrying similar water. You know? But it's like, if you're going to be on that shit, you might as well get a white audience. I'm just saying, if you're going to have certain talking points about like when niggas get shot and shit, you might as well go ahead and have the niggas that fuck with you. Cause that's what Anthony Brown Logan did. He got the black people that fuck with him and are like-minded. And then he got and then everybody else, he ain't saying no to nobody. You know, if y'all rock with what he want to say as he want to say it, you know, it's like what it. And that's why he got like 800,000 subs. There's a lot of people that came in this space that popped off. And so you got people that they are mad. And it's kind of like you don't get this angry if you're really capable of doing something about it. Like, when I say doing something about it, I mean really moving the needle. And so what it is people think that niggas want to pull a recall. That's really what y'all want to do. Y'all want to recall O'Shea. Y'all kind of want to recall Obsidian, but Obsidian ain't really big enough for y'all to really get mad about him like that. Cause y'all still think he's reachable. So it's like, nah, he ain't that much of a target. And then it's the thing with Kevin. The truth is, Kevin's subscribers ain't of the manosphere. So even looking at him like, you know, no. You can't even, if anything, people should be cool. Here's the thing, you don't have to agree with Kevin. That's the thing that kills me. The thing about it is you can make an entire YouTube channel. I won't say an entire YouTube channel, but you can have a strategy, a growth strategy on how you disagree with Kevin Samuels. And Kevin has a lot of people that don't like, there's a whole market of people, men and women, so you can pick your demographic. They don't like Kevin, and they don't like him because of what he says. They don't like him because of how he carries himself. They don't see them in him. He ain't a man's man, is what they say. You can't even say that about. You can't even create a whole channel off of O'Shea. You can't even really have a strong growth strategy off of going. But you can have a growth strategy off of disagreeing with. Because O'Shea don't even put the content out there like that. Kevin's content is actually tailor-made for you all to do that. That's what I don't really get. Even somebody like Jason Black. You can say, rather than saying it's your talking, you've been married twice, you haven't been married once. That's not to say you can't get married. That's to say Kevin and picked 2 black females out of the bunch. You haven't. That's what that is. But that's not enough for black people. Black people want to destroy something. Now, see, ironically, this is the accusation that's thrown on the other side as to what certain people did, and that's never. It's like, nigga. It's like, I guess. I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want what I was about to say to catch on. But it's like how white people get when they feel like justice is not served. They're gonna find a way to get you somehow, some way. So some of y'all need to understand shit. Like, this is the new, we're coming into a new year. Y'all, some of y'all gotta get, I'm not doing that celebrity shit. You don't have to do so. I mean, Jada, before O'Shea did it, Jada did it. Jada Black did it. You, like, O'Shea ain't the first person to do that. Jada Black just wasn't in the space like that. And the thing about it is, you know, y'all want to act like y'all above some shit. Nigga, our job is to network as many black men as possible. You, like, if you make more money and you get more access in the algorithm, you have a greater ability to do that. But y'all want to play this purity bullshit. And this is how you know y'all motherfuckers ain't never cracked no fucking eggs. And I'm gonna tell you, I have a bad habit over thinking shit. So I understand how shit gotta fit the way it. No. Sometimes you just gotta fail your way through it. And it ain't no guarantee. It ain't. There's people that's done it. There's people that's done it and never get. Ain't no guarantee for nobody. With all I know about how to try to bend this algorithm, ain't no guarantee for nothing with me. It is what it is. But this thing about, and it don't matter because some of y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna be on what y'all gonna be on. Now for you niggas, this is what's gonna happen, and I want to make it very fucking clear. You niggas are gonna be removed from me. And for you fuckers that think that y'all might try to blackball me, understand something. I'm working on 1,000 channels. 1,000 fucking channels that I'm hunting for. I'm not even gonna give you how I'm finding them because I don't want y'all, because certain shit is gonna be, y'all gonna pay me to know. I'm not just giving it to you unless I really fuck with you. Shout out to Marty. And I'm looking for shit. So trust and believe that when I do my shit, there's a reason why I never really ask for help from nobody. There's a reason. Number one, I didn't care, but number two, I really didn't. I'm not saying I never will, but I didn't want nobody to say, nigga, I did. I don't want that. Fuck that. Or at least I want to be in position that when I do something, I'm in the best position to take advantage of that. So yeah. So when you see me alter my channel or do some things, you gonna have some people talk about, you trying to copy this, you trying to do this, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, die. I don't give a fuck. Seriously. It's my channel, I do what the fuck I want. I damn sure don't give a fuck about y'all. And I may care about what my subscribers think to a certain extent, because I want to walk them along with what I'm doing. Especially people that are like day ones, and all y'all gonna be considered day ones what I'm trying to do. Because I'm probably gonna bring in, and when I say audience, it's always gonna be black male centered. But this purity bullshit, it's like, yo, sometimes to do better content, you gotta look at stuff from a different perspective. Sometimes to get the bigger goal, you gotta look at stuff, and this Clubhouse shit ain't it. Yo, you talk about bringing in bitches. I'm not talking about that. But this thing about y'all niggas getting so angry about somebody, they giving them exposure as if the only way these motherfuckers get exposure on YouTube is through the manosphere, that's bullshit. And that's kid shit. That's childish. And I'm really getting tired of y'all feeling the way y'all feel. And then y'all say, fuck it, I feel this way, so I'm moving with it. Nigga, I'm getting away from shit like that. I am. You show me that shit like once, maybe twice. I'm saying I am not dealing, I'm 35. I'm not dealing with niggas that are like over 23 or 24 that got emotional control issues. I'm not. Fuck that. Because you niggas are like time bombs. I'm not. And I may not even tell you I'm gonna remove you. Now with them other two, you know, maybe, you know, I'll say, all right, man, because I didn't even give them a fair warning. And they may say, fuck me, I may be all such a bitch ass nigga. If you want to go to the bitch ass nigga channel, they go to Jerome. He'll take, that's where y'all congregate. I really don't care. But I'm telling you, going forward, like, I'm gonna be a lot heavy-handed about like how I do what I do. I'm not saying you gotta agree with me. But what I am saying is this bullshit where people just say shit over and over and over again, like 30 different ways to think it's gonna be accepted more. No, especially when you ain't really making sense. Like I'm sitting there talking to Smurgo, for example. Smurgo talk about hoes are winning. So if you're a prostitute, you must be winning. Yeah. And on my channel, winning is not dictated. 1 year ain't you winning. Winning is short term, medium term, long term. These bitches are not winning long term. Not no. And then y'all making like every bitch that's selling pussy is fucking living like this luxurious lifestyle. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And then some of y'all are like just blowing it up. Like these women are fucking winning a goddamn $1 million lottery, some of y'all. Like some of you all are not into, now I'm not saying everybody has that opinion. I'm saying some of y'all, like y'all take it to such an extreme. And it's like, nigga, this constant trolling, this constant, y'all just critique. The manosphere, especially if you ain't been here like that. If y'all ain't been around when like a lot of this shit was hard, and y'all always got something to say, nigga, y'all about to say that shit outside the door. Y'all gonna be like one of them niggas outside the damn concert just talking shit. Probably hoping a Travis Scott situation pops the fuck off. But y'all gonna be out there talking shit. It ain't gonna be no, like niggas have been very, very nice about engaging with y'all. But nigga, you got niggas like Big J Triple X, and I'm just saying, with that nigga 3-4 years, he still talking shit. Every panel he get on, he getting loud, boisterous, talking about, nigga, you, it's like fucking Arrow. Nigga, you failed this city. And at this point, I'm like, man, fuck this city. What? That's how y'all, nigga, you failed this city, niggas. Straight up. And it's like, yo. And again, like I said, y'all don't know what people have sacrificed. And y'all don't care. And that's why I don't care. Cause y'all don't give a fuck. So it's like, yo, rather than unsubscribe, and O'Shea was right too. Excuse me, and BGS was right. Most of you niggas, y'all don't leave. And here's the thing, there's been people that have left the space. There's been people that do their own thing. There's been people that never really was in the space, but did a little bit more of their own thing. And I see them. Everybody ain't clicked up, and I'm not even like clicked up like that. I just like to get, share channels. But what I will say is, a lot of y'all don't leave because O'Shea and BGS are right. A lot of y'all can't build your own shit. Because y'all would have left already. This is why y'all can't. That's the truth. Prove me wrong, but that's the fucking truth. That's the fuck, because a lot of y'all don't like each other. Truth be told, a lot of y'all don't like each other. Y'all can't stand each other. Y'all ain't nothing but one beat away from falling the fuck out. So yeah, y'all may have comment cards and motherfuckers you don't like. That's another lesson from Grinch too. It's a lot of niggas from a certain camp that don't like O'Shea, but it's a lot of niggas from that same camp that don't get along either. And that's true for a lot of camps. That's not true for that camp. That's true for O'Shea's camp. That's true for BGS's camp. That's true for a lot of different camps. That's not unique to one camp. I just highlight that because that's one of the more known franchises. And when I say known, I mean you really you have a lot more understanding of people that rock with like Angry Man stuff back in the day than you really do O'Shea shit. You kind of have a better understanding of who rock with BGS like first and foremost as well. Like that, those are much more, clear, clear situations. And they're more traceable. Yeah. But that's really what I got to say, yo. I just wanted to I know we keep talking about, but I want to put that out there because I wanted to acknowledge Grinch. Grinch definitely keeps it 100. He don't always agree with me, but he definitely has a perspective that I think is one of the better ones. And he tells y'all the shit the way it needs to be told. Because a lot of y'all need to be thrown out the nest. And when I say thrown out, y'all need to either fly or fall. Because y'all kind of looking at this like this is your coping mechanism, and this is not meant for this ain't permanent mental welfare. That's not what this is. And sometimes people gotta get out of their comfort zone, and that includes me. I'm not above that. And as far as what happened in the Discord, I'll mention that a little bit. But the thing about it is, I'm a serious person. I'm a serious person, and I deal with serious people. I don't like dudes that play around too much. I don't like females that play around too much. I don't like people that talk about shit they don't know what the. I don't get. Look, man, if you over real talk, if you over 21, I don't want to hear you're young, because I know enough women that are like 23, 22 that are smart. I'm not playing games with that. And so when people do that there's a reason I'm not over there with them chicks. When people do the shit that chicks do, I don't care if you are a chick. That I'm not doing that. And it gets to a point where I just say, fuck it. It's just better if you just go over there and away from me. It ain't no personal issue. It ain't no hard feelings. It is what the fuck it is. But there are certain things that, motherfuckers want to use words and languages and my own fucking, I don't know what this is. I'm like, you know how you be like, you don't even get mad. You be like, okay. Because I'm sitting there, because any woman will tell you, Karina tell you this, Nyma's in here, y'all know, motherfuckers, most of the interactions I have with women are pleasant. To the point where women chat me, even though they think I'm fair. But the thing about it is how you show up matters. It does. And I try to show up being open and showing up in good faith. If people want to play, I'm not doing that. I'm not. And I'm not. And people think this shit is a game. Like, and when I say, I'm not to say this is super serious, but I'm just saying, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not. And this ain't I'm 35. No, y'all know me. I ain't playing. Too many folks are playing. Too many folks are playing. And there's a level of urgency in this shit. And I'm not saying you got to be perfect and I'm not going to meet you halfway. You see with that Queen Much situation. But like, but no. And it is what it is, and it is what it is. It is what it is. And understand, and this is the thing women don't understand. Understand that most of these niggas may be dumb, but an increasingly amount of these dudes aren't. And everything you do is it ain't even niggas are watching you like a hawk. Dudes are making notes of everything you do. And on YouTube, unless you one of these niggas, most of these motherfuckers ain't trying to fuck none of y'all. So y'all don't get the benefit. Like, some of y'all get that benefit, but understand, I'm not trying to fuck y'all on YouTube. So a lot of these women, they expect to get the benefit of the doubt because they show a little titty or something like that. I'm paying attention to what the fuck comes out your mouth. And that includes, the titty thing. Y'all already know that's what Jessica, I'm saying everything. I'm paying attention to what comes out your mouth. I'm paying attention to what's being said. And when it's not in alignment, that's a problem. That ain't And I ain't talking about Jessica. Y'all know who's in my Discord. So it is what it is. I'm not playing. I'm just not. And it's just like too many dudes don't get it, and it's sad because y'all gonna be that global reset shit is for real that Glenn is talking about, and then too many women, they think it's a game until it's not. And then everything's supposed to move at this. And I'm talking about whether a woman called Kevin, whether it's that bitch that J.R. Wisdom's about to interview. Because it is true. A lot of women are doing a clout chase grab. And they think they really just saying what they need to say and they gonna switch it the fuck up. So I'm not completely dismissing dudes as far as vetting females. I am going to minimize how much I share female channels. I'm going to reevaluate how I do that. Now, certain people that like Kendra, that probably won't change because she's already in the space. She's been in the space. But I'm not about to just, it's a new bitch. No, I'm not about to do that. No more. I'm probably going to put a list together in my Discord, and that's where I'm going to put the list. So if you want that shit, you need to be in my Discord. And I know y'all niggas don't want that shit on the Patreon. I know y'all don't want to see that on the Patreon, so we won't even do that. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start having lists of certain things. Like I got that females corner, that's where that's going to go in the Discord. But I'm not going to wait, because I'm not going to waste my shares. And if I do it, I'm going to do it for dudes that need to get. And when I say get traction, I'm talking about dudes that really got something to say and get traction, or really, I think, speak to what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's this. And I'm not trying to be smart out like the big J Triple X, but every panel he get, it's like this nigga talking shit. I'm like, God damn. Shout out NBA fan. Lee Ollie, Boys in the Hood. I haven't seen you before. Appreciate you commenting. CJ Rich, Dardar. It's been a minute, Naima. Captain Cisco. The BGS sphere is nice and safe. LOL, don't blame you. And I mean, it's not really, because the thing about it is BGS be telling you some shit you ain't trying to hear as far as the future. Nara's black. Well, BGS cares about the integrity of the space. That's why it's safe. But the thing about Yo, you didn't miss nothing, Marty. I hope you got that message I sent to your Instagram with that list. I'm going to reach out to dude tomorrow. I know I said I'd do it today, but you know how shit is today. Do it tomorrow. I've kind of teed it up already. I don't know what happened to this channel, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, it gets to a point, let them do them. I'm not here to say, like, see, Boogie don't need to be on YouTube. Nigga, if he's on the platform and people are fucking with him, I'm not here to say, nigga, you dumb. Same thing with anybody. That's why when I tell you all you're accountable to who you listen to, that's why I say that. I don't say that, and that's just some shit that I say. I mean that. If y'all can listen to who the fuck y'all want to listen to. Now, sometimes, really, Danica just went on an epic rant. Who was she live in bombs? I don't know, because I don't listen to Danica Marie. And she can lob all the bombs she wants. But the truth is, there's certain things that Danica says that are extremely problematic. Anybody saying that if you ain't with your nigga, then you should change his name. I'm like, well, my thing is, you the one that sucked his dick and let him nut in your pussy. So how dare you not let his child have the last name when that's a choice you made? Then abort the motherfucker if you gonna do all of that. And trust me, I have a personal thing with that name shit. That ain't no small shit. So that ain't no little shit. That's some shit that if I heard Jessica X say that once, if I even heard her agree with that shit, see, and that's why I keep saying, well, y'all ain't never shown me nothing that's warrant for me to disavow her. That's the type of shit I want to hear. Some shit like that presented. I'm open ears, but y'all don't got that, and I haven't heard that. And y'all know with me, if I hear it, I'll tell you. You know as well as I do that people in general hate dating coaches game. I get it every single day. Never really understood it until started doing it. I mean, JR, at the end of the day, it ain't for the people that don't like it. I'm talking about the people that do. I mean, the dating coach and game sector is a bigger sector. It's like got bigger channels than we do for the most part. They damn sure make more money because it's a for-profit thing. Reagan was more populist than, but yes, he was, absolutely. Freeman, and that's more your lane. Yes, he was. I get why he was more liked. The point is, always being liked and being right is not always the same thing. And I've talked about this for a long time. You can be, I used to go back and forth with Zero on this. Just because you right don't mean niggas like you. That ain't enough. It's not. There's a social aspect to this. And I'm not saying that the people I mentioned don't understand that. I'm not saying that. Smart will say I'm right about everything. Okay, if you say so. Wasn't Reagan the last president that was not Ivy League? I could believe that. I definitely could believe that. From the 50,000 foot level hierarchy amongst black men is being formed. I do agree with BGS. Niggas are like herding cats. And I like cats, but yeah. I follow Steffens Cole. He has over 100,000 on IG. These younger dudes are waking up. Yeah, Steffens Cole presents it in a really good way. Yeah, I'm monetizing my actual significant knowledge experience with women. I would debate every dating coach on YouTube. Fair debate. Neutral ground. I ain't mad at you. Shout out to Alpha Omega. Shout out to JR, JC. Solo Provider Reacts. Noon tackled the original points that were made. All I've been hearing so far was the deflection, avoiding the points. How can something improve without a critique from the inside? No, but the thing is, the problem, Soul Provider, is most of these niggas are not critiquing it from a... My thing is, truth be told, if you really believe in something, it's on you to create what you want to see. And I'm never going to have, like, you're a content creator. The thing about it is, you essentially got dudes that are trying to play politics with other people. Like, honestly, if you hate O'Shea really has nothing to do with what you're trying to create. Jada Black has his own channel. Mediocre came in this bitch and has his own channel and passed O'Shea. O'Shea's right about that. Poor Man Podcast will probably pass O'Shea. O'Shea really ain't growing. Like, when I say he ain't growing like that, O'Shea's subscriber count isn't really increasing like that. That's one reason why I told him to bring his ass on TikTok, because I think that'll accelerate that. So this idea that you can't create a channel and create the shit you want, that's not true. But the thing is, no, like, for instance, Soul, you do reaction shit. If your shit blew up, niggas will be talking, oh, you just do reaction shit. You ain't Ado. That's the bullshit people are pulling. So they're politicking. And then trying to call it critiquing. There's certain people like you, like Grinch. Yeah, y'all got legit critiques. But the problem is, Grinch, the difference between you and Grinch is Grinch will separate them niggas is full of shit. You'll kind of say, well, the space, you be on some oppositional shit. There needs to be a loyal opposition. But the problem is y'all perspective is bent. Anybody saying the manosphere is falling off when the shit is actually growing is retarded. That's really it. And at the end of the day, y'all can critique some shit, but I ain't gotta be here hearing it. This ain't no politician. I don't gotta be hearing it and subjecting myself to the shit all the damn time. I don't gotta be speaking to it all the damn time. Because that's what it is. This is like niggas want to critique because they want to be heard. And the reality is, if you want to be heard, make a fucking channel. You did it. It is. And see, people want to hide, but too many people are hiding behind the idea of critiquing. No, I'm not rocking no goddamn. You ain't never gonna see me rock no suit. Not no full suit like that. That's not my style. You say no one is angry or mad. Okay, you can believe that. I know how these fucking niggas get down in this space. Why is it trolling the niggas are not all of y'all are saying all of y'all are not telling the truth. All of y'all, the truth is y'all don't like O'Shea and y'all still feel some type of way of what some shit happened years ago. Y'all don't like Kevin. That is the truth. All that other shit y'all saying is bullshit. Now, some of y'all may have more legit reasons not to like O'Shea. Granted. But that's really what it is. It ain't what y'all saying it is. And I got the experience to understand that. So y'all are really lying. Y'all are telling half truth and y'all want to say it's the truth. And the truth is, y'all make it like y'all are incapable of going somewhere else. Y'all could go to Darius MGTOW. There's plenty of other folks y'all could go to. So y'all keep on the truth, like it is. Because truth is, y'all make it seem like there can't be no manners. Y'all actually prove O'Shea right when y'all do that. Oh, but there can't be no manosphere without O'Shea. Y'all don't believe that yet. Why are you here? All you need to have a manosphere is pretty much black men. And when I look at niggas that go real anti-manosphere, like they create channels off the premise of that, look at what they talking about. They talk about crazy shit. They running back to the bitches usually. Nobody you need to know, Freeman. He said she is showing to get home. He got vengeance now. And so all these, and a lot of y'all think y'all just chatting. You always in your car smoking a spliff. I'm not smoking nothing. Every time I let y'all panel up, y'all don't always come up. Talk about Rojo, whatever. Shout out to Cool Flip. I mean, you can think Danica is more genuine than the others, but Danica has her problems. And I'm not even going to sugarcoat that shit. Ed, are hoes winning to you? Nigga, it doesn't matter. Why is your life rotated around if quote unquote hoes are winning? That's what I don't understand. Are you telling me that there's something you can't do? What are hoes winning? Let's say hoes are winning. If hoes are winning and stopping you from doing anything, then you can't tell me you a man. That's as far as I'm fucking concerned with that. And so I hear a lot of niggas crying about hoes are winning because they in despair. Really. If hoes are winning and stopping you from getting anything, then I don't want to. You didn't get the list. All right, man. You need to. Okay, because I sent it towards an oil change for that poor car you wearing out, giving us a kind of. Oh, that's funny. Appreciate the $5 super chat. What is it about my explanation you understand? Nigga, it ain't like, and that's another thing y'all are doing. Y'all are individualizing shit where you know good and well I'm speaking in generalities. But y'all are trying to individually because, again, y'all want to be right. And this is really public service announcements letting some of y'all know there's certain motherfuckers, y'all go have to go to certain channels for that. The manosphere ain't doing what the fuck I want to do, crybaby shit. Because I know my channel is not going to be that. My channel is not going to be a channel for y'all to kind of dump off what the fuck y'all don't like about the manosphere. Because I've wasted enough time going back and forth about this shit. Like, straight like that. Straight like that. And I'm kind of letting y'all know. I'm trying to slide y'all into it. Well, a lot of y'all can't stand the fact O'Shea's platform is making money. Y'all really can't. So it becomes this bullshit where, oh, it ain't about the money, it ain't about this. Well, then y'all need to get out here and make a channel. Grinch has a channel. Y'all need to do it and put your shit up and stop the bullshit. I've been saying that. But the thing is, a lot of y'all would rather just critique other motherfuckers than really put some real skin in the game. Y'all do what Donovan did. Build some shit outside of O'Shea. Or don't. But this thing that I'm going to sit here thinking y'all go critique against something, like BGS said, what do you want? Do you want the space or not? And if you don't, just go to and create another Gmail account. Some of y'all need this space so y'all could say what somebody ain't doing because it takes the shit off of y'all not being worth a damn. So y'all can complain about what folks are not doing, so the shit don't have to be about you. But anyway, I said what I needed to say. This is Edward signing off. Peace.